Hello, everyone. Kimberly Olson here, also known as the Goal Digger Girl. Welcome to day 3 for the Wealth Mastery series. We have been crushing through this content this week. We kicked off on Tuesday. Yesterday was just transformative. I heard nothing but rave reviews from you guys. Huge breakthroughs happening. And we're going to finish it up today talking about getting into alignment with the wealth frequency. So we've rolled up our sleeves and done the hard work so far, right? And now it's time to have a little fun and feel really good about what we're creating, okay, what we're putting out there and attracting what we want in our lives. But at the end of the day, we have to get clear on that and what that looks like and how we can make that work, okay? I'm going to warn you, I'm going to be playing with my top the entire time because it drives me bananas. Okay, I want to welcome you guys on, and I want you to put in the comments, for those of you that caught the training so far, what was your favorite universal law or maybe favorite thing that you've had, takeaways that you've experienced so far? Or if you're just joining us, welcome on, and let us know, are you binge watching right now? Did somebody get you the replays and you're just catching up through everything right now before we take all the videos down? Let us know in the comments. I would love to know that. And tag the person who invited you. Just use the @ symbol and tag them so that they know that you're here. So that way they can celebrate you completing day 3. And last night I whipped something up in Canva because it's what I like to do in my spare time. And I have a gift for you guys at the end. So I'm going to give that to you for everyone that completes all 3 days, which is so cool. So if you're live with us for the 3 days, awesome. If you're watching replay, you can still get the gift, which is really cool. Okay. All right. I also want to welcome our new Millionaire Mindset Experience students. We've had quite a few of you enroll, and I'm jazzed out of my mind because when I see that, that means you are saying yes to yourself. We have to say yes to ourselves first before we can say yes to the things that we want in our lives. It doesn't work the other way around where we wish and we pray, we hope, but we're not saying yes to ourselves. We actually cannot receive until we put ourselves first and invest in ourselves and see ourselves as valuable and worthy. So welcome to all of our new Millionaire Mindset Experience students. I'm so grateful to get to work with you guys and create true transformation in that time together. So welcome. All right. So before we dig into day 3, I'm going to be bringing from backstage one of our amazing students. I just love for you guys to get to meet people in our community and hear them, because when you hear their stories, often there's something they say that you can relate to, right? And when you can see someone has gone through what you've gone through, but they've gone through to the other side, it can give you the inspiration, the vision, the hopefulness, the possibility that that could happen for you as well. So it's important to watch interviews, listen to podcasts, because in those stories, we can actually create a new story, a new paradigm shift for ourselves, which is really powerful. So I'm going to bring from backstage Sarah. Sarah, is it Sarah Coffin?
Yes.
Okay, last night I was like trying to fall asleep and I'm like, I feel like I've asked her this before and I feel like it's Coffin, and I'm going to make sure I'm saying it right. Okay, we have Sarah Coffin from backstage. Hi, Sarah.
Hey.
Hey, thanks for being on.
Absolutely.
You're so awesome. Okay, so tell everyone who you are. Tell us your background, your experience. Tell us a little bit about you.
Sure. Thank you so much for having me on. I had, like all the feels and all the sweats and nerves, but I love that you asked me. So I'm Sarah Coffin. I live in Birmingham, Iowa, which, yes, is a thing, not just Alabama. But I'm a wife, and I might play with my shirt a little bit too. I was feeling you when you were saying that, but I'm a wife to an amazing man. I have 3 awesome kids, and I actually started homeschooling this past fall, so that's a whole new ball game. And so anybody that's on here building business and doing that, we can talk. But that would have never been available to me if I didn't have the schedule that I have now. So it's been a huge life changer. But I started out, I got my bachelor's in nursing, was working as an RN for about 16 and a half years before leaving that to just build business from home. I got into network marketing scene in like 2020, right before the C word hit, and had some success in that first business. But about a year later, joined another company to be a health coach. And that was a little closer to like my style and passion. But I grew quickly with them, client base, coaches, and things like that. But in doing that, found in myself that I really wanted to see the inner, like the worth and confidence and all of that, even more than just the health. Like, yes, we can be skinny and happy at the same time, but we have so much in us that's still so yucky when it all looks okay on the outside, right? So I just love the transformation stories that people were having, but even more like, if I could shift that for them, I wanted to focus on that. So it was about a week into April of 2022 that literally like on a gravel road outside of Birmingham, Iowa, God like dropped that on me that he wanted me to
Yes,
just
do that.
do something bigger. Yeah, it's just crazy. And it was like in all the details, right? And so after that, it was I went on your Multiple Streams to Multi-Millions masterclass, and you talked about one of your programs, the Ignited Life Coaching that I'm doing right now. And I was like, okay, there's no way that I can figure all this out on my own and take 20 years trying to do it and getting frustrated. So that is the story of me coming to you. And I have loved it. And truly like know that I could not be where I am right now without all of your help, for real.
Aw, you're so sweet. Well, you're the one doing the work. You know that. We've all bought programs and things, and you got to get in there. You got to do the work. So it's you, but thank you. And I love that that was one of the things we were talking about is getting quiet and being able to listen to inspired action. Inspired actually means in spirit. So when you hear inspired action, it means you're in spirit. It means you're really listening to what God is calling you to do. And sometimes he calls us to do things that are scary or we don't know how. And the trust has to come in, which you trusted and you took that step forward. And I think you're smart cookie to go, okay, I could take 10 years to do this, 20 years. I'm going to fast track and I'm going to go learn from somebody who's already done it. Right. So I love that. So tell us what has been your experience of being inside of our community, our programs? What have you loved most?
I love that you could just jump in and it's like you can either run straight forward and have some fast track options and things like that. I love that you have somebody one-on-one with you if you have questions or need some troubleshooting. The community is huge. You can just do one-on-one and that helps, but just hearing all the other women's like getting ideas and hearing that there is struggle, because you guys, it's not going to be perfect. Like there's going to be things to work through, and just hearing how people are pushing through that has been awesome. But I would say like, yeah, you truly can't build what you need in the time that you want it without the help of others who've been there, like you said, and tested it, went through it all and found what works. It just makes sense, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. So for those that are hanging out with us, kind of like what you went through the masterclass that we did in over almost a year ago. And they're listening, they're hanging out, they're like, okay, I like this, I like the vibe, all the things. What would you say to them for if they're like, okay, should I take the next step and work with this team here, or Kimberly specifically in this program, but stepping into Millionaire Mindset Experience? What would you say to them? Because I'm sure you went through that too of like, should I make the investment? Do I have the time? What would you say to them?
I would say, I mean, all the time and the frustration doing the wrong things is just going to honestly end in you giving up on something that could be life-changing, not only for you, but for your family and thousands of other people that need what you have. And what you have is always going to be something like, if you're passionate about it, they will find a way to make it work for you. And that's the cool thing. Like, you don't have to struggle through it. There's people, and Kim and her team, like they support everything that you want to do, whether, I mean, it can be the wildest idea and they're like, okay, we can make that work. So it's worth every penny that you put into it if you're willing to do the work and put yourself into it too, and just go for it. But you have one life, you got to live it big, and you need to do it now versus later. And just jump in. That's what I have to say.
I love that. You've got one life. Let's go. Yes, let's create a masterpiece. Let's create a beautiful life together. That's so wonderful. Okay, where can people find you? Like, where's your favorite place to hang out on social?
I'm on Facebook and Instagram, mostly on Facebook. Sarah Coffin, Coffin, and Brokenly Beautiful over on Instagram. That's the brand that I'm building for just helping women primarily, like, figure out, like, hey, I've got a lot of baggage. I've got things and experiences that are holding me back from truly living the fulfilled life that I want to. So come on into Brokenly Beautiful.
Talking my love language. I love that. Awesome. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much. Thank
Guys, go
you.
follow Sarah, and you're awesome. Thanks, girl.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, I'll see you. How awesome is that? It's cool. She didn't know what she was going to do a year ago, right? She was walking along on the dirt road and she had that just vision and that feeling like there's more for me. I want to do something. And it's so beautiful in the discovery process to have, myself, the coaches, our team to say, yes, let's go build that. Let's do that. Because most people, if you said, hey, I've got this idea, they're going to be like, how are you going to do that? Right? Like, you don't know how to do that. How are you going to do that? That's what is normal. That's normal, is to have resistance around something or poo-poo an idea. And so getting yourself around others that get it, they're also building, they're going to encourage you and see in you more than what you see is the name of the game. Absolutely. So welcome on, everyone. We're going to be crushing day 3 together. So we're going to talk about getting into alignment with the wealth frequency. Are you guys excited? So real quick, I wanted to share with you for Millionaire Mindset Experience. We actually have, there's quite a few of you that have enrolled. And so we are going to be closing this down Friday night at midnight. I'm going to throw in one more bonus. If you already enrolled, you get this bonus, okay? And then the reason why is we know that when people are on the fence, sometimes they need a little kick in the pants. They need a little somebody to push them over. So we know that if we include bonuses and just extra incentives, it can help you make that decision. And like I told you guys, my birthday's on Saturday, so I'm just going to be giving away things every day until forever. Okay, so what we're going to do is, for those that enroll between now and midnight, tomorrow night, Friday Central, you're also going to get my personal branding boot camp. This entire boot camp, there's almost 10 hours of training. And for those of you that have done my personal branding boot camp, we did it, I think we've done it once or twice over the years. It's 5 days. It was a 5-day with bonus trainings every day. We used to do, by the way, the 3 days we're doing right now, we used to spread these out over 9 days. 9 days. So I was like, well, I think y'all can handle this in 3 days. And that's why there's so much information. Okay, so if you've done the personal branding boot camp, describe it in the comments. This is a bonus that you get for enrolling into Millionaire Mindset Experience before tomorrow night when we close it down. Also, we are raising the price on it. When if anyone tries to get in after that or whatever, the price increase will happen. And I'm not for the foreseeable future, because we plan out our content a year in advance. I'm not teaching this again this year. So this is your time. So if you're like, I need a sign, your time is now. Okay. And also, let me share just people who've come into our programs without a business. Okay, this is people who didn't have a business, they didn't have income coming in, no audience. Megan came in, nothing. She learned the stuff that we're teaching inside of the Millionaire Mindset Experience, and she had her first launch and did $12,000. Lacey, she's currently in our programs. Lacey's had a corporate background. She'd made 6 figures in corporate, very successful. She did not have any following on social media. She had maternity leave, extended maternity leave, so she got into her programs. And she is going to do multiple 6 figures this year, maybe even $500,000. Came in her first launch, she did $11,500. Patty is somebody who was stuck at her rank in her network marketing company for years, stuck at this rank. She worked professionally at the university as a professor, and she wanted to retire so she could work full-time as an entrepreneur and be with her grandkids. And she was able to bust through that rank that she had been stuck at. And she was able to resign from her professor job and do it full-time. So my Wi-Fi is being a little wonky, so I just want to be careful. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and turn off my iPad. I don't know if that really helps or not, but I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so if you are sitting here going, well, I want to do that. I want to be a success story. I want to figure out how to break through. absolutely, I'm going to encourage you to step into Millionaire Mindset Experience. You can just put MME in the comments below and we will get you the link to register. Okay. And I believe it's in my milkshake on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, you can DM the team or click the link in my bio. Okay. And I want to share our winner for day 2's giveaway. You had to complete the homework before we kicked off for today. And day 2's winner is getting a swag set. Okay. So when you win, just send us, actually Steph will put in the comments the best way to claim your prize. So the winner is Danelle Smith. Danelle Smith, congratulations. Yeah, this is anything, MLM, direct sales network marketing, agencies. I've worked with fitness studios that wanted more of a social presence. We've helped people build out complete agencies. We have done it all. Real estate, you name it, okay? Because the principles apply to anything that you do, okay? Congratulations, Danelle Smith. Whoop, whoop. That's awesome. Yay. Who doesn't love some good swag, right? If you want some of our swag, connect with your contact at Team Goal Digger and they can get you the link for that. All right, you guys, we're going to jump into the Wealth Mastery series. Day 3, getting into alignment with the wealth frequency. The vague desire to be wealthy is not enough to attract prosperity and abundance into our lives. Would you all agree with that? I think everybody here wants to be wealthy or have more in their life. That's human nature. That's how we're wired. And so it's not enough. What we need to do is dig a little deeper to identify the positive feeling that wealth brings us. The positive feeling that wealth brings us. Okay, it's the feeling that dictates everything. So if anyone's been like, oh, you need to get a grip on your feelings or you're so emotional, that's actually a good thing. So we also have been conditioned and trained as a society that it's not good to express emotion. When we tell our kids to quit crying, knock it off, stop crying, stop those tears, shut it down, rein it in, all of that, that's actually teaching them to suppress their emotions at a very young age. I think most of us probably experienced that, or as a parent, right? I've caught myself before being like, okay, we're done with the tears. And then I'm like, ooh, no, we're not done with the tears. We need to let the tears flow and we need to figure out why this child is crying, okay? And teaching us to shut it down blocks us from being able to feel our way into alignment. The feelings are our guidance system. Most likely you don't want to be wealthy just to be wealthy. You want to experience wealth. Am I right? So we're going to first talk about matching the vibration. In order to manifest wealth, you must put yourself into vibrational alignment with it. Okay. So the first thing you're going to do, I'm going to give you a few steps here. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to identify the vibration of having money. And our team will put this in the chat if you guys are on Facebook. Okay. If you're not, that's okay. Identify the vibration of having money. Okay. What is the vibration of having money? So when you think about the law of attraction, which you learned about yesterday, and even the law of vibration, like attracts like. So what are some words to describe the vibration of having money? So not an emotion, but what are some words to describe having money? Go ahead and drop them in the comments for me. Abundance, prosperity, wealth, right? Having money. What are some words that you can use to describe having money? Okay, put that in the comments. And what we want to do is say, okay, if like attracts like, I need to be coming from a place of that. So if you put down freedom, peace and calm, gratitude, philanthropy, and you aren't there energetically, you can't attract that. Isn't that crazy? But you're like, but I don't feel free and I want the money to feel free. It doesn't work that way. It's so counterintuitive, but you actually need to get to the place that you desire first. And then that's getting you in alignment to bring that into your life. Okay. This stuff doesn't happen overnight to get this to click. So just keep working at it, guys. Eventually you're going to go, oh, okay, I get it. It took me a while to understand all of this. This is why I've been so excited to teach this, because it's been clicking and then I've been able to apply it into my own life. Okay. So you have some words here you wrote down. Okay. So a framework here to identify the vibration of having money. Like attracts like. So what we want to do is, someone put blessed. I can't see because of the way StreamYard is. Somebody put blessed. Okay. You're going to feel blessed when you have money. What can you do now to feel blessed? Oh, Okay. And you're like, well, I have no money. Okay. But what can you do now to feel blessed? Could you look around like I think we did it on the call yesterday or the Zoom, I can't remember. So either way, we talked about it yesterday, but could you look around and go, wow, I think it was the call. We have electricity. I have electricity. I have Wi-Fi. I'm streaming all around the world right now. Wow. Could you say, I'm able to lift my head up off the pillow for most of you? Okay, physically, I'm able to get up. I'm able to breathe. I'm able to look around and take this day in, right? I have water to drink. So when you can be in that place of really feeling blessed now, and that vibration of having money for you is feeling blessed, guess what? You have a match. And so the more time you can spend there, you're speeding up that process of attracting it into your life. Okay. And then eventually you'll get to the point where you can do it consistently. Because a lot of times when I ask people, have you had some wealth and then it's just not been consistent? They're like, yeah, it either haven't or it hasn't been consistent. The next thing we want to do is we want to embody the emotion of having money. We want to embody the emotion of having money. So what does embody mean? What does embodiment work mean? What does calibration mean? Whenever I heard those words, I'm like, what do they mean? Like I felt like I was gonna like go to like a special room and lay down in, like a massage table and somehow I was gonna do embodiment work. Like, what did that mean? I didn't have a visual. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to do it right now. Okay. You're gonna love it. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a guided visualization. And I'm going to teach you how to embody the emotion of having money. Does that sound good? And so you can do this for yourself in your own way as often as you want. You can do it throughout the day. You can do it in the morning. But the more time you spend in this make-believe place, the imagination, everything is created twice in this world. It's created once in our mind's eye, and then it's created physically. So the imagination needs to come first. So if you're someone that doesn't imagine a lot, or you're like, that's weird. No, it's not. Okay. It's absolutely the keys to success. All right. So go ahead and close your eyes. And we're going to do some embodiment work here so you guys can experience the emotion of having money. Okay. So I want you to close your eyes and I want you to just take a deep breath. I always like to do this just to get centered. Okay. If your mind's racing and thinking about other things, you need this more than anyone. So just close your eyes, just take a deep breath in and let it out. Okay, one more. Okay, just kind of relax into your seat, or if you're laying down, whatever you're doing. If you're driving, you can listen. You just don't close your eyes. Okay. So I want you to imagine you're in your car and you are driving to your friend's house. And your friend, when you found out you got to come over to their house, you were so excited secretly because literally it's like Pottery Barn met Pinterest. They just have this like design and look and all, like you just are so excited to kind of go poke around and see everything because it's new. And, you've only seen pictures of it. You haven't been there yet. So you're just like so excited to go. You're in your car, you're jamming to music, having a great time. You're like just really excited to go do this. And your friend lives like where you've always been like, oh, I would love to have a place there. So for you, it could be the beach, the mountains, whatever it is. I want you to imagine that's where their house is. Okay. It could be nestled in the woods on a bunch of acreage, could be in a cool place, in the city, whatever. So wherever that is, where you're like, man, like I've always wanted to have a place like that. That's so cool. That's where your friend lives. So you're jamming to music, you feel good, you've got nothing on your schedule, you're just, you're free. Okay. You're driving along and you follow the directions and you pull into this like driveway, just visioning it however it comes to you. You drive down the driveway, getting really excited, and you park your car and you walk up to the front steps. You ring the doorbell. It's a beautiful home. I mean, you're just like in awe, like, wow, this is a gorgeous home. And you ring the doorbell, they don't answer. So you're like, okay, it's my friend. I'm just going to go in. Maybe they're out back. So you put your hand on the door handle And you open it up and you walk inside, and it is, y'all, your breath is taken away at how stunning this home is. And what's interesting is the feelings that you envision of having a home that is just gorgeous, but the other feelings are there of it feeling, safe and loving. And even though it's stunning, it also has this homey feel to it, just where your family, your kids would want to have their friends over and y'all camp out in the living room. Like, it has that feel to it, but it's just beautiful as well. And you start walking inside, looking for your friend. And as you're walking in, you look up at the wall and you see a family picture on the wall. And it's your family. It's your family's family photo on the wall. And you realize that it's your home. You realize that all the hard work, all of the visualizations and the meditations, but all the work that you've done every single day to cast a vision for yourself, to want more for your family, to create the business, bring the wealth in, take care of yourself, just be that woman that could create something like this. You did it. You did the work. You brought this into fruition. And this home is the manifestation of all that you've done. This home represents success. And I want you to stand in the center of this home. And I feel tears for you because I live in my dream home right now. But you're in your home and you're looking around and you're like, oh my gosh, I did it. I did it. I created this. And it's beautiful and it's glorious and it's everything that I ever imagined. And you smile proudly. You did it. All right, take another deep breath for me. Big sigh out. Kind of move your body a little bit and open your eyes slowly. My lashes are like stuck together. So I want you guys in the description, in the chat, I want you to describe the feelings that came up for you. The feelings. What feelings came up for you when you were in this home and you felt this beautiful home? Where it was, was it feelings of joy, serenity? Was it feelings of when you realized in the visualization, you realized you had done it? Did you feel proud? Did you feel success? Did you feel the abundance, tranquility, and peace? Yeah, those are beautiful words. Yeah, I know. My lashes were just stuck together, Michelle. I was like, whoa. Yeah, all the struggle and hard work, it's here. There's no more struggle. You did it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The goosebumps when you knew it was yours. Ooh, I have goosebumps. You just passed your goosebumps to me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I've been doing that kind of work for on and off since I was 20. So over 20 some years. And what's really interesting is often when I've put stuff in what we just did, some people will call it the vortex. Some people will call it, the fourth dimension. You'll hear that from coaches, the fourth dimension. It's the spiritual, it's the intangible, okay? When I've put stuff in there, I've forgotten about things I've put in there. And every single thing I've put in there, those imaginations, they've all come to fruition. Isn't that wild? All of it. So now it's just a matter of me saying, well, what do I want to create? And things will pop in my mind and I can visualize it. I'm like, yes. Imagine if you could do that you could just go to a place like what we just did and create, this is what I want my home to be like, or maybe it's your business, or maybe it's, your bank account, right? You're logging into your checking account and you can see the numbers. Okay. That's what we're doing here. That's embodiment work. Embodiment work is when you're embodying it, you're feeling like it's now. And so what happens is your subconscious mind does not know the difference, you guys. So what we just did, your subconscious mind thinks that's real. That's why you felt it. You had tears in your eyes as if you were standing in that home, because your subconscious mind doesn't know your imagination isn't real, and it is real, right? Does that make sense? So the key is the consistency with it. Because sometimes people will do these master classes and whatnot. They're like, oh, that was amazing. Oh, I can't, yeah, that totally did it for me. Awesome. And it's what we do daily. Okay. It's the daily work. It's the consistency. It's going back to that place and continuing to embody it that will bring it into your life. So if you've done stuff like that and you're like, well, it's not here, it's because you're not matching the vibration consistently. Okay. And that's why we wanted to create that program I'm actually going to, I'm coming up with a method, if you want to call it, I don't know, a routine that we'll be doing, the students will be doing. We're going to be checking into that on a daily basis where we're like, okay, are we there? Are we there? Are we there? Okay. So good work, by the way, for those of you that did that with me, good work. And we want to continue to do that. Now, the next way we're going to match the vibration is we're going to develop daily techniques to raise your set point. We're going to develop daily techniques to raise your set point. Okay, so I'm going to show you the emotional guidance. Let's see, I think I'm going to share it with you at the end. Yeah, okay. I have something I'll show you that's going to help you with this. But you're actually going to develop daily techniques to raise your set point. So we want to come up with ways to get us back into that place we just went to. Okay, and so embodiment, not really. Hold on. Sorry, Instagram. My phone keeps blowing up. So embodiment and visualization. Think of it this way. Visualization is a way to embody what you want. So think of it that way. You could also do a meditation. You could journal. So I can't even tell you how many journals I have. I keep them all too. And I read them once in a while and I just cry because I've changed so much as a person. But journaling, if you are journaling, I'm so happy and grateful now that, and you tell what you're manifesting, you write it out, you're embodying it as you're writing it. Yeah. So there's all different ways you can do it. So, but you just did. Yeah. A visualization, you is a form of embodiment. Isn't that cool? All right. So this next section you're going to do on your own and this is going to be really powerful for you. Developing your wealth blueprint. So wealth is very individual. And so when we stop, keeping up with the Joneses or, looking to Hollywood to define what success means or what wealth means, and we become really intimate with it, we're going to allow it to come quicker into our lives because it's genuine, it's authentic, it's in spirit, right? That's why when we're inspired by something, it's an indicator that that's something that you want in your life. So really pay attention. What works for you? Don't compare to others or what your parents told you, right? So what does it mean to be wealthy to you? Okay, so you can fill that on your own. Yeah, it was skipping on Instagram because the phone call came through. My apologies. Well, I'm not, so you know what I mean? Sorry that happened, but it's just a phone call. Okay, so what does it mean to be wealthy? Like, what does it mean? Does it mean that your home is paid for? Maybe for you, that's really important that you're debt-free and your home is paid for. To be wealthy, does it mean that you have residual income coming in? So maybe you own rental properties. There's some financial stuff, right? But wealthy can also mean that you're wealthy in love. There's an abundance of love in your home. You feel safe and supported. Wealthy can also mean that you have sisterhood, friendships, close, your ride or dies, right? Your diehard friends that would do anything for you. So wealthy can be in many different areas of your life. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to dial it down a little bit. Give a specific example of being more wealthy in one area of your life. So I want you to really go through this so you can articulate what wealth means to you. It's in the articulation that you identify what you want. So going through this process will allow you to verbalize, articulate, even through thinking of what you want. The vagueness of being wealthy, it's not enough. There's not enough of a real blueprint there. Okay. So what's a specific example? So it could be that, being wealthy with my friendships means that I've got a core group of friends that I do things with consistently. Maybe we go on a trip once a year, that I have, several times a month I meet I'll do lunch or coffee with my friends. Like I've got my people to go to, and it's an important part of my life. That's being really specific. Okay. Describe several attributes that you will embody as a wealthier version of yourself. Oh man, don't even get me started. All right, I'm going to hold back on this one because this is like so big. It's just out of the scope of this 3 days together, but this right here is going to change your life. Okay. So I'm going to rein it in right now because I really want to dig into it. Maybe we'll spend the VIP session talking about that. Okay. But we do spend a lot of time in Millionaire Mindset Experience talking about this because this is very important. It's the law of assumption. It's acting as if things are already are in your life. So this one describes several attributes that you will embody as a wealthier version of yourself. So when you arrive and you have that beautiful home that we just manifested and did the visualization or working on manifesting, you've got this beautiful home, you have money in the bank, you've got the flourishing business of your dreams, like all of that. What are some attributes that will embody you, who you are? Are you more bold? Are you more confident, assertive? Do you dream bigger? Are you a better leader? Are you strong? Are you powerful? Like when you, get to that point where you've stepped into that level of yourself, the wealthier version. And you notice how I said wealthier because it's a continuum. It keeps going forever and ever and ever. But that wealthier version of you, that next point that you can see for yourself, let's describe her. What are some attributes? Okay. Thinking about what your life looks like as a wealthier you, envision the feelings you will experience. So ask yourself this: how will I feel when I manifested the money? When I manifest the money, how will I feel? So kind of how we just were describing how we felt in that guided visualization. You can just put that down if that's what comes up for you. But when you manifest that money, how will you feel? Or what kind of emotion do I feel when I think about financial abundance? So some of you said freedom, safety, security, pride. You feel really proud of creating that. You feel successful. What are some of the feelings that you will experience as the wealthier version of yourself? Okay. So you guys can work on that on yourself. Daily wealth frequency techniques. Okay. I'm going to give you some daily techniques that you can incorporate. You might be doing some of these you might have been doing and stopped. So this is a good time to pause and ask yourself, why did I stop that? Or say, I'm going to start doing that again. Okay. The secret to quantum leaping. So quantum leaping and compressing time. I've been quantum leaping the last few months, and you'll know it when you're doing it. Basically, you have such growth in such a short period of time that you're like, I'm a different person. Sometimes it can be more spread out, right? But what we want to do, like what Sarah said, is I wanted to compress time. I didn't want to take 20 years to figure this stuff out. I wanted to get in this coaching program, fast track my success, and learn from these ladies and make this happen. Okay. So to quantum leap, and by the way, there's physics behind all of this and science, but to quantum leap or compress time, it's staying in the wealth frequency vibration as much as possible. So it's tricky because this is the tricky part. The home that we envisioned might not be the home you're in right now. So you're like, this is a big stretch, right? So instead of looking around at what's right in front of you, you're going to be wanting to, as much as possible, be in that imaginary place, the fourth dimension, where you're thinking about this, alternate world you're creating that you're going to bring into the physical. Okay. So as much as possible, we want to stay in that frequency. When we feel, what did someone say? Grateful. When we feel grateful, that's the vibration is gratitude. You're saying, I think gratitude is the vibration for wealth in my life. Then throughout the day, you need to stay in gratitude as much as possible. That's your goal. The more you're in it, the faster it can come into your life. Okay. You literally become a very strong magnetic attraction to exactly what you desire. So for those of you in network marketing, direct sales, coaching, if you're real estate, I'm sure you've seen others in your space that just come out of nowhere. Like they join the team and they fly through the ranks. And it's just like, they're suddenly millionaires overnight. And you're like, what am I doing wrong? Right? That person, no, they're not. It's not that you're doing anything wrong. They have tapped into this. They are a very strong magnetic attraction. They know what they want. They're in alignment with it. They're in the vibe. They are acting as if it's already happened. Like they are tuned in, tapped in, they got it going on. So look at that to go, wow, be inspired by that. Look at that and go, okay, they're showing me what's possible. Thank you. Remember that contrast can be a good thing. The contrast you're seeing is showing you what you want is coming. Okay. It's there for a reason. Here are several ways you can practice daily wealth frequency techniques. First one, meditation, kind of obvious. The beautiful thing about meditation is that we have found that it actually can rewire your neural pathways. So if you automatically get frustrated or you have doubt or you get stressed out or you worry a lot, through meditation, you can rewire that. So if you want to bring more calm or peace or whatever you want in your life. For those of you in Millionaire Mindset, I have 12 different meditations for you, affirmation series, guided visualizations that I did for you. So you all have access to that. Steph, remind me to get those too. Okay, because I have them on my computer. Meditation. Affirmations is the next one. So some people will make fun of affirmations. Affirmations are really powerful because words are powerful. You know, if you have studied, I think you guys know I have PhDs in natural health and holistic nutrition. When I got my master's degree, one of the classes I took was about water. I know, super weird, but it was all about water. Have you guys seen the science? Water crystals. So under a microscope, if you talk to the water, like I know it's so out there, but it's real. It's like all scientific. And if you say you have a glass of water or whatever, there's water, and you're like, you suck. And then it's like the pictures, the imagery, go Google it. The imagery is real, not awesome. It's kind of like dark and nasty. And then the other cup of water, if you're like, you're a beautiful ray of sunshine, it's like beautiful crystals. Yeah, it's insane. So words are that powerful scientifically. Okay. I bet if we knew what you said to yourself on a daily basis, it's a lot of you, it's very unkind. And you got to stop doing that. You telling yourself you suck, you messed up again, you dropped the ball. Oh my gosh, so disorganized, I can't keep it together. I'm a hot mess. You know, I'm never going to do this, or all those things. Oh my gosh, the YouTube crasher is back. Well, thank you for thinking I'm that important and awesome that you wanted to come to my video again. I appreciate you. Oh, so funny. Okay, so those words that you're saying to yourself, knock it off. Girl, wash your face, okay? Ain't nobody got time for that. And would you talk to your best friend that way? No, you wouldn't. So why do you talk to yourself that way? You got to be your biggest cheerleader, okay? You are amazing. Every single person on this planet you're individual. Nobody has been created like you. There's nobody like you. That's a freaking miracle. So own it. You're not doing anyone any good by thinking, okay? God put you on this planet for a reason. All you got to do is show up, do your best every day, work on improving a little bit, going in the right direction, and you're going to grow. Okay. And that's all you got to do. So let all that go. Okay. If Snoop says it. Yeah. Okay. So affirmations. I have those for you guys for Millionaire Mindset, but you know what affirmations are. I am powerful. I'm a money magnet, right? Next one, guided visualizations. We just did one. So those are very powerful if you guys enjoyed that. Guided visualizations are my favorite because I'm a visual person. It's the easiest way for me to get in alignment with what I want and feel it. Guided visualizations. Journaling is the next one. Journaling, pen to paper. So when you type things, there's just a few different, pathways to your neural pathways, I guess you could call it. There's just a few paths when you're typing. When you're writing something, there's up to 10,000 different neural pathways. So what that just means is that to get into your subconscious and really let things sink in, writing pen to paper has been studied to be the most effective. Okay. So writing things out in a journal, beautiful. Next one is movement. Movement. There's something about moving that makes us feel good. It opens up our chakras, right? It lets the energy flow. So if you sit a lot, it's good to, make sure you're at least taking a walk, or you can even take calls standing. There's standable, what is it? Desks that you can have that stand up. I should probably get one of those. Actually, that'd be really cool. maybe I'm just going to manifest a standable, movable desk. Okay. So the movement though, dancing, yoga, do something that you enjoy. Make sure it's something you enjoy, not where you're like, I'm going to go do CrossFit because you want to like go, you feel like if you're going to work out, you need to just go hardcore. Go hardcore because you enjoy it, which I've done CrossFit style stuff before. And I used to do a lot of weightlifting and things like that. Do that because you enjoy it. It makes you feel good, right? Don't do it because you feel like you have to like, shred it in the gym or it's not worth it, right? Like we want to have a good energy around that. The next one is vision boards. Obviously, that's a great one. And looking at them often, right? Looking at them, flipping through, if you do pages or a board or digital, look at it and smile. It's on its way. It's coming. Oh, yay. I'm so glad, right? Vision boards. The next one is mini experiences. This is my favorite hack. Okay. Well, no, probably guided visualizations, but this is my second. Mini experiences can change your life. So a mini experience is where maybe you can't go and build the dream home right now, right? Or buy that car or go on the vacation, but what's a micro version of it that you could experience? So could you go stay at a really nice hotel for one night? Most of us probably could make that happen. Okay. If you're like, no, there's no way, it's okay. Like you meet yourself where you're at. Okay. But for most of us, if we're really honest of our shopping habits and different things we spend money on, we could probably, save up, think about it. If you stayed at a really nice hotel and you put $50 a week set aside per week, you could go there in a couple months, right? So you could make it happen. A nice hotel experience going in where the service is incredible, the feel of it. And while you're there, what you do is you just make believe and yeah, this is what I do. I stay at nice hotels, obviously, right? But what happens is when you go and stay at nice hotels, you're raising your set point. Your subconscious mind's like, okay, this is us. This is the life, right? This is what we do. And it actually allows more wealth and abundance. It can allow it to come into your life. Maybe it's just silk sheets, right? An Airbnb. Oh, the open houses is a good hack. I love that one. Yeah. Scott and I, we laugh now, but we used to, when we had no money when we moved to Texas. I'm talking lots of credit card debt and no money, nothing. We never went out to eat. Like I think our grocery trip would be like $60 a week for the two of us, like no money. So what we did on the weekends is we would drive to really nice neighborhoods that had the gates that were gated, and we would wait until somebody would go in and we would drive around. I'll never forget those days. And what it did though is it planted seeds in my mind, and him too, but it planted seeds of this, that there's people out there that live like this, right? And these homes were gorgeous and just like $1 million homes, right? And now we have a few $1 million in real estate between here and the other home that we have. And we've done rentals before and things like that. Do you think that was part of that? To be able to allow me to see what's out there and what's possible. Because I grew up in a really small town. There was one blinking light. Okay. There was not $1 million houses there. So just us going and driving around neighborhoods, going to open houses. Yeah. All of that is getting your vision bigger. Okay. I've also done a lot of work watching, it's not work, but Lux TV. It's LUXE or LUX TV. Check it out. They have a good YouTube channel, but it shows you all the luxury in the world. And so that might be features of homes. It could be vacations. It could be travel, yachts, fashion shows. It's incredible. But what happens is when you look at that kind of stuff, even if you're like, I don't want a yacht, it's not because you want the yacht. It's to see what wealth looks like and knowing that the world is abundance. It's different than watching, the news at 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? That's not helping you, by the way. So okay. The next one is being around others who are wealthy. Okay. Being around others who are wealthy. You are the average of your 5 closest friends in income, typically. Look around you. Who are you hanging out with? Does it mean you need to get some new friends? Well, it doesn't mean you need to get new friends necessarily, but I would create some new friendships closer to you with those that are more in alignment with what you want to create. So this might be hiring a coach. It might be getting into a coaching program. If you're in network marketing, direct sales, and you have the opportunity to go to like a mastermind or something or a retreat, go. Go be around the leaders in your company, because when you're around them, your brain's like, oh, okay, this is accessible. This is available. It opens everything up. Okay. Yeah, I think it's Lux TV. Yeah, on YouTube. They have a website too, but I like the YouTube channel better. So you want to be around those that are wealthy. Also, when you're choosing a coach, ask yourself, do they have the lifestyle that I want? Do they have the work-life balance? Is their heart, how, do I resonate with the kind of person they are, their character? That's important because you're coaching under that person, right? The next thing is to allow. Remember the laws that we talked about, but allow it to come in. This is probably y'all's biggest challenge, is to allow it to come in, because especially if you've got that masculine energy and you want to control things and you've got this death grip around worry, stress, fear, anxiety, right? That's all blocking it. So work on yourself to release some of that. Let that go. Trust, have faith, do the work that we talked about. Okay. And then what I want you to do is I want you to utilize the emotional guidance scale. Okay. This is from, did I tell you guys about Abraham Hicks yesterday? Maybe on the VIP Zoom, but this is from them, Abraham Hicks. Whoa, this is like all different. Oh man, come on, StreamYard. Okay, entire screen. I'm just gonna try this one. I love you, StreamYard. You're amazing. Okay, here we go. I did it. I got it. Yay! Is this working? If you're on Instagram, no worries. We're just screen sharing real quick. But this is in our Facebook group, Goal Digger Creatives, and y'all can go in there. Okay. This is your gift for finishing out this time with me. Okay. With us, with the team. So this is in the files tab. Don't go get it right now. It's in Goal Digger Creatives in the files tab. Emotional guidance scale. So what we're going to do is every day, and we're going to do this in MME, every day we are going to work on being on the left side here. So being in joy, having knowledge. You notice how good you feel when you're learning. Knowledge, freedom, love, appreciation, passion, enthusiasm, positive expectation, belief, optimism, hopefulness, contentment. I actually might redo this, possibly. So if I do, I'll give it to you guys in MME. Okay, so this is all the good stuff. This is what's called above the line or to the left, however you want to say it, but we want to be over on the left side. On the right side is where most of us spend most of our time, and this is why we're not allowing what we want. Boredom, pessimism, frustration, irritation, impatience, overwhelm, disappointment, doubt, worry, blame, discouragement, anger, revenge, hatred, rage, jealousy, insecurity, guilt, unworthiness, fear. Look at how low fear is. And these are in order, by the way. Fear, grief, depression. I'd also throw anxiety in here. Despair, powerlessness. That's the worst feeling you can have, is feeling powerless. That's why we say claim your power. You take ownership. You get back in the driver's seat. Okay. So you're going to utilize this. And that way throughout the day, you can check in with yourself. Where am I at? Okay. Well, what can I do to get over here? Okay. What can I do to feel joy? What can I do right now to feel appreciation? All right, let's start looking around and feeling some gratitude, right? Call a friend up, whatever it takes. Okay. So while I'm screen sharing, I'm going to show this to you guys. This is the, some of you have been asking me what's inside of Millionaire Mindset. This is by the way, we do need your address. All of you that enrolled, can you, let's see what would be the best way. Steph, will you put in the chat what the best way for them to get their address to us? We're mailing out your manuals. I'm just waiting on the proof copy that's coming in today. So you're getting a companion guide with this program, okay? So this is the Millionaire Mindset Experience manual. And we're gonna do manifestation mechanics, okay? And I'm gonna have, I'll be teaching, so you'll be filling this in on the live sessions. You'll also get the Zoom replays right away. So I'll be teaching. You're going to do reflection for everything. And the reason why is because I've got to get you to slow down and reflect and not react. And let's assess, let's look, all the things. Okay. Module 2 is your future self now. So let's figure out what your future self looks like. This is why I was like, hold me back, because this, you guys, when you can tap into your future self now, you're actually going to compress time. You're going to quantum leap. You're going to bring it into your life so fast, it's going to blow your socks off. It's like my new saying. So we're going to bring your vision to life, and we're going to reflect. Module 3 is building out your miracle morning. So I actually put together that I just scrolled past for you guys, and then we're going to build it out. We're going to customize what that looks like. Okay. Module 4 is going to be developing discipline for mindset mastery. Okay. So I'm going to teach you how to become disciplined with this, because people think discipline's a bad word, or they're like, I'm just so undisciplined, I just can't. No, yes, you can. You can learn it. I'm going to teach you how, and you absolutely need to learn how to be disciplined, because without it, you're just going to go back to what you were doing before, right? You're going to hit that glass ceiling, and you're going to go back to what you were doing before. And we're unavailable for that. We're all about growth. Module 5 is finding the abundance. Okay, so we're actually going to find abundance in your niche. I'm going to prove to you that there's money to be made. Okay, and if we find out that there isn't, then I'm going to guide you to pivot. Okay, I think you can sell anything really, but I want to make sure. So we're gonna do that together. Identifying the gap. So I'm just going to be honest with you guys. What was working 2 years ago is not working anymore. So if you're too vague on your offer, it's absolutely not selling. So I'm going to show you the 3 categories that do sell, and then I'm going to reverse engineer it with you. Okay. Module 7 is finding your people. Where are they? Where specifically do we need to get you focused on? I'm going to dig into that with you. What platform, which platforms, what's the plan, all the things. Module 8 is the rhythm of recurring revenue. So I don't want you getting burned out. I want you to build a sustainable model. Okay. So I'm going to teach you my method for that. Module 9 is positioning with posture. So this is where the self-image, all the work that you're doing at this point will be just over 2 months in. Okay. So I'm going to have 2 months of working with you to transform your self-confidence, your self-image, your self-esteem. That's going to make all the difference of how you're showing up on social media. Oh, this is, I have to fix that thing right there. This is just a backup copy I had. Okay, so just pull it up real quick for you guys. Module 10 is a beautiful brand. How many of you would like to build out a beautiful brand on social where you're just proud of it? You know, it's representing who you are. It feels good. It feels aligned. You just know this is who you are. That's what we're going to do. Module 11 is social content strategy, because I've got to work with you to get your voice out there, to get your story out there, to get your messaging on point so we can attract the right people to you. And then module 12 is time to launch. Okay, so we'll talk about different things on launching, getting your offer out there into the marketplace, just all the different things that you can do. Isn't this incredible? Can you guys see why I'm so excited about this? I'm beyond excited about it. So that's everyone that enrolls. You can just put MME in the comments, MME for Millionaire Mindset Experience. Put that in the comments, and our team will tag you on it so we can get you in. If you are connected to someone in our community, one of our influencers, our affiliates, just make sure you use the @ symbol and tag them, or send them a DM and let them know you want to take a look at enrolling so that they can give you their special link for that. Okay. And then what you'll get is everyone who enrolls between now and Friday night at midnight will get the personal branding boot camp as a bonus. If you've already enrolled, you get this as well. We'll just link it in your back office. And it's almost 10 hours worth of content all about building your personal brand. It's like literally the roadmap. Okay. So for those of you that are like, oh my gosh, yes, that's the area I need help with, personal branding boot camp is a must for you 100%. And that's going to be included with it. Okay. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to jump into VIP. So if you want the replays of all of this, you want the Zoom sessions we've been doing every day after the live session, just put VIP in the comments. And then when you do VIP, you get lifetime access to all of this that we went through this week. And then everyone else, guide number 7 is where the replays are, and they're coming down Tuesday at midnight. So go back and watch this stuff, because I know I jam-packed what's in here. Probably need to listen to it 2 or 3 times to really let it soak in and catch the things you missed the first time. So everything will be up in guide number 7 until Tuesday at midnight. Millionaire Mindset Experience kicks off Tuesday. So I'll be teaching live for the 12 weeks. You'll get the replays right after if you can't go live. You'll have lifetime access, all the things. But this is going to be very much about taking what we did in these 3 days and embodying it, calibrating your life to a new frequency, getting you to become and live now from the end in mind to create the life that you want now and be that person, so you can compress time and bring it to you even quicker, which is really cool. Isn't that fun? Man, could geek out about this all day long. Okay. You guys rocked it out. Congratulations on finishing the Wealth Mastery series. Take a screenshot and celebrate. Whoop, whoop. whoop. You can take a picture of you watching. You can take a picture of me, whatever you want to do. So take a picture, a screenshot, throw it in your stories and tag me. You guys have been blowing up my stories. Tag me at the Goal Digger Girl. If it's on Instagram, if it's on Facebook, you can tag me however we're connected. That totally works as well. And then we're going to jump into VIP. Okay. So yes, you'll have lifetime access to MME. If you have any questions on Millionaire Mindset Experience, you can drop them in the comments or connect with the person who your contact at Team Goal Digger, or you can shoot me a private message on Facebook and I'll personally answer it for you. Okay. Awesome. Team Goal Digger. Whoop, whoop. Let's give them some love in the comments. We have an amazing team behind the scenes that allows us to put on these amazing live virtual events. They allow me to come in here and do what I love and show up as my best self. It's my team that's behind me. So give them some love in the comments. And you guys that have interacted with them, you know, their hearts, they have hearts of gold. They're amazing, incredible women, and they work tirelessly behind the scenes to make sure you guys have the best experience possible. So if you did have a good experience, drop some love in the comments. I'd really appreciate that. Okay. Thank you guys for being on. I'm so excited to do Millionaire Mindset Experience with y'all for those that are stepping into that. And then we're going to give me a few minutes and then I'll be over in Zoom for VIP. All right. Great job, guys. We'll see you on the next training. Until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you soon.